episode number 2 of the Hard Knocks NFL episode of the Dallas Cowboys edition. It didn't get into more details. It wasn't as juicy as the first one, basically. And I guess people can say, well, nothing is like the first one. Nevertheless, they went and did more independent storylines of Azur Kamara. Shout out to him and his family for making it this far. And I tell people all the time, with a right frame of mind, a lot of things can happen. And he's one of those guys that's a defensive edge / linebacker type of body build. And he's 235 pounds. But he plays with a strong commitment to chase to the ball, rally to the ball. But the biggest thing that was pointed out to me in that NFL Hard Knocks was I was right all along, right? Majority of us was right all along. The NFL is out to hose the Cowboys. They are. The false start, like, come on, like normally the false start happened. They blow all type of whistles. The aficionados, they running on the field. But the false start at the end, they threw the flag at least 4 to 5 seconds after the play was over with. After the fumble and after the fumble recovery, that's when you saw the flag and the whistle and all of that stuff. Now, everybody know a false start happens before the play, and the aficionados run out there and they cancel it. But that's the story of a different day. Because when you go back and watch the broadcasting view, or you go back and watch my observation tape, you will see that, yeah, the DBs point, but nobody actually moved. On top of that, we point all the time in the secondary. Who you got? I'm pointing to this guy. We playing man, loose ball, loose man. That's what they was doing. They're playing loose man. And it was 4th and 12, by the way. So, of course, you're going to play the sticks. You're going to line up deeper, but making sure that they don't get that first down because it's 4th and 12. But you point to the guy that you got. Nevertheless, it goes to show you that it's hard to be a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? It's hard. And on top of that, when you look into the detailings of it, what's put the cherry on the top of everything was the last play. Kamara actually get held. Could have had another sack, by the way. And he was held. He was held so badly that you could see his full numbering. You can see the whole 4 and the 3 and him reaching. No call. But I'm the crazy one, right? Oh, I'm the crazy one. Just like we was right about the Dez Bryant catch, no catch. And then 4 years later, he caught the ball. Come on, man. We can't put the toothpaste back in the tube at this point. Or at that point, basically. Yeah, so we see the projects, too, of Mike McCarthy and his son, Ben DiNucci. That's going to be his son, basically. And the NFL Hard Knocks music turned on during his drive. I get it. He was the only one to score a touchdown, by the way, or passing one this year for the 2021 preseason season. Yeah. But it goes to show you that, the NFL is the NFL. We got a chance to see Connor Williams sling number 99 for the Rams around. Aaron Donald. He's a big boy. He's a flat-out big boy. And the other thing was CeeDee Lamb. He's a monster, man. CeeDee Lamb is a flat-out monster. Yeah, I like what he's able to do. I love the growth aspect of his game. Michael Irvin called in to Jerry Wayne and things, and he was like, yeah, you see number 88, he's bigger, So he gains the weight, and he keeps the speed. And at the top of the route, boy, just good. He's flat out good. And you can tell that he will be one of those next level type of wide receivers. He will. And regardless of how we look at CeeDee Lamb, his catch radius is just silly. And one of the things that I believe somebody was saying, I think it was Mickey Spagnola on one of those conversational piece. I believe the past video of practice, the past practice. And he said, man, Michael Irvin was good for us in the 90s, right? But he had Troy Aikman that can split the 8 and the 8, throwing him the ball. CeeDee Lamb do that regardless of whether or not you throw it right in between the 8 and 8. That goes a long way, Cowboy Nation. That means that catch radius is just crazy. And when you look at CeeDee Lamb, the way they line him up, primarily on the outside opposed to the inside, goes a long way with me. Yeah, goes a long way with me. All right, so a close friend of the Cowboys family sent me a video clip last night and told me to take a look at it. And I'll sit there like, okay, cool. And I thought it was much to do about nothing, basically. But then when I dived right into the detailings of it, it made me pause to, let me get a little pause for the conversation. It made me look into it deeper. Jaylon Smith, we all love him. And I know that there are radical fanatics of Jaylon Smith, which is cool and understandable. I get it. I wish nothing but the best for Jaylon Smith, by the way. But here's the situation. There was a fumble that was caused by number 42, and number 11 held him up or what have you. You know how that thing goes. Number 11 held him up. 42 knocks the ball off, scrape it out, and then they all rally together and they run into the end zone. But it was DeMonte KZ, number 42, and another player. It comes to mind that Jaylon moves 35 out the way and gets some of that shine action as it relates to that camera. Now, one can argue and say, well, DeMonte KZ, what he's doing there anyway? He's 176 pounds. What he's doing there? You know, he's a little guy. Maybe the camera, you know, if Jaylon is in front of him, he's going to block him anyway. So I think that he was going to move out the way anyhow. One can argue that. Or one can say, hey, is Jaylon trying to get all of this shine too, the camera action? I want to know your thoughts, Cowboy Nation. Just so check out the Twitter, check out the Facebook groove. It's there circulating. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, whether it's a person that wants to shine or a person who kind of, I don't want the spotlight. As long as we win, it don't matter. And when we lose, it matters. But when we win, it don't matter. Hell, he could have pushed everybody out of the way and said, look at me. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here? So I just look at it like this. I'm not going to dive into the mental mindset of Jaylon because I think that collectively he's a positive person. He's a guy that pretty much got a second chance to play the game. And we ain't talking about being an accountant or being a lawyer or a doctor. We talking about a game. You know, we talking about a sport that you grew up playing since you was a little baby. And now you're playing as an adult. They give you multiple millions of dollars of income. It's a game at the end of the day. And as long as we are winning, everything is cool. He could have just took the camera himself and flipped it on him and everybody else. When we win, and that's cool. That's cool antics, Cowboy Nation. So my thing is, I raised a question on those other social media platforms, Twitter and also Facebook, to open up the dialogue to see how you guys think of it. Nevertheless, Cowboy Nation, I believe that when we look into this Hard Knocks, the Cowboys are going to roll with 3 quarterbacks. I could be 1,000,000% wrong. And the 3 quarterbacks will be Dak Prescott, Gary Gilbert, and Danucci. And the wide receivers, I think that they're going to roll with 6 of them. And Fehoko is the last one. That's going to be that 6th wide receiver. That's just from my observation. Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns of this team. Let me know how you guys feel of the Hard Knocks episode. Shout out to the LA Rams for giving us that good work action to have our mental mind together. Shout out to Randy Gregory for getting out there And we hope all is well with Basham. You know, that's one of the guys that we will probably like to see out there. And one other thing that I got to give support to, and that's D.A., Dorrance, Armstrong. Jerry Wayne Jones was right. Yeah, he is something special. That's what Jerry said, right, last season. He's playing remarkable. So maybe those are the things that we didn't get a chance to see last season that's now finally coming to fruition this season. Post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. My name is Law Nation. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel for more Cowboys content and beyond. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go. Jerry Wayne. He didn't give us no salt this game. He didn't give us no salt this time around. I like, where the salt at, baby? Where the McGriddle and the salt? Yeah, where is that?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I want me some glory hole.
This is Sparta!